Hey, 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 ho, ho, ho. What'd you call me? Happy holidays, guys. It's Melissa.
Hi.
And Amy. And we're here from Brilliant Observations. Why, you may ask?
Why are you here?
It's not Thursday. What is happening? It's a little stocking stuffer, even for you Jewish girls and boys. We're giving you extra bonus content over this magical holiday season so that when you are at the point of murderous rage from spending all that extra time with your special friends and loved ones, we're giving you a little seasonal treat. Tell them about it, Missy.
Step away from the knives, step away from the shovels, leave your family in the dust, and walk outside, walk into a room, put your AirPods, earbuds, headphones on, and take a listen. This is a reprieve from your family, from the crazy, from even joy, and come and listen to us for just tiny little morsels through the next week.
Have a dog that needs a walk, have a cigarette that needs a smoke, have a path that needs your presence on it. Grab your best podcast playing device and get the fuck away from those other people for just a quick second. Happy holidays! We're giving you a little extra content as we take a hiatus, but not from you, lovies. Thank you for listening. We hope you enjoy.
Happy holidays. All right. So I am curious, when you have all of this time home with your family and you still need to get away or sit on the toilet, I want to know, what are you watching? What are you watching, Aim?
Well, I'll tell you, Missykins, we have travel. Not everybody has the glories of holiday travel, but we do. And I am not organized enough to pull things together in advance. Time was, I would develop my own little playlists and set lists and have all the things so that I could pull them up. And part of that was survival, traveling with little kids.
Right.
I don't do that anymore. It's also very easy to do things on the fly with Wi-Fi. But I can tell you that I had been loading up some things to watch, and I just started as a stress reliever. The two oldest are in high school, and this is midterms week as we speak. And as soon as we complete midterms week, we load up all of our troubles into the car, drive to the Mecca known as Grandparent Land, and stay there for the holiday. So as relief from stress during midterms, I said, we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to study any of this stuff. You're going to sit down with me, oldest, and we're going to watch The Watchmen that we've put off because we want to watch it. Have you started watching this yet?
No.
You are in for, first of all, it's not all ages. It's in your house, it's for all ages.
Okay. I'm
No, in your house, it's for all ages, only because it's the kind of thing where it is racial themes everywhere. And I don't want it to be misconstrued in this way. I don't want it to be Archie Bunker that some people actually thought was funny and kind of didn't get. You're laughing at the wrong joke.
Where we're cringing.
We're laughing at him. We're laughing at him. We're not agreeing with him. Yeah. So anyway, and Watchmen on the face of it is excellent entertainment. Full stop. Then it is excellent historical. This really happened. That didn't really happen. You Google it. Yeah, that's a real event. Some of this is fiction, the part where it's all fiction, but then this is real, right? I mean, I'm just saying it's so obvious when you look at it. It's like, yeah, I get that it's fiction, but it is so fictionalized that when you see these, I could not believe these historical events, and it's in the opening scene of the opening of the whole thing is based on a real event that actually happened. And I still can't get my head around it. So watch it.
I love that this is your forced family fun. You just have to admit, this is what you sat down and forced family fun your way through.
Well, we don't, there is forced family fun, but then when we go away so that's the one that I'm watching. And if you haven't started, you need to watch it on your own. For forced family fun, we actually our forced family fun is forcing our grandparents to watch stuff with us. And all along, the little kids will be like, you haven't seen Finding Nemo? Sit right down. So we do that kind of a stuff. And you haven't seen the Lego movie? So now, for Thanksgiving, everybody was like, you haven't seen The Mandalorian? Sit right down. Grammy, you sit here. Get Big Red. That's what we call the biggest red blanket. Pop, you sit there. So we get everybody their blankets.
You get Little Red.
We sit there and don't fall asleep. Pop. This is important that you watch it. And he didn't fall asleep. Last year at this time, we had them watch Lost in Space, which I'm told is coming back. Excellent. There's new Lost in Space episodes. So we watched Mandalorian. Love it. His Dark Materials. Love it. I think I've already talked about that. And then my mom, Grammy, says, well, here's your forced family fun, kiddos. I love Warren. Do you know this?
No.
They watch BritBox. So I think it might be on BritBox. I think it's actually on Netflix, but it's a British one. Warren. It is the It's probably the British equivalent of Larry David. It's very funny and quirky, and it's like a, but he's like a middle class. Why does that sound so weird? I'm trying to say economic. Is you're part of the middle class? Anyway, he's like a mid-range to, he's not poor, but he's certainly not rich. Somewhere in the middle. And, he's just trying to work his way through things. And it's very, very funny. Warren, check it out.
I will.
And she also had us watch The Crown, the new one, because we used to watch the old Crown, and then we used to watch British Baking Show. And now we watch the new Crown, and they're all spectacular. What are you watching, Missy?
Well, I made a mistake yesterday. I watched, I'm sure there are movies that if you cruise by on cable, first let me tell you that we got all new cable boxes. And the cable boxes, because Stuart needed the new remotes that you can talk into that you don't. So in the dark, my thumb
I don't know that you could have heard my eyes rolling. Maybe you could have. Maybe it was that loud. Stuart,
it was audible.
You're worse than the dogs eating the remote. You don't need it. All right, I'm done.
Could you imagine if they ate the remote you have to talk into? In the dark, my thumb knew at night how to set it. Boy, does it. How to set the timer, how to switch the channel, how to go into the DVR, how to arrow over. It was as fast as lightning. I'm helping my cause here, right? It was as fast as lightning, and my thumb knows. Woo! So when he did that, he deleted 2 full DVRs.
I thought you were just going to say he rocked with my world, because now I have to actually get a light to figure out what I'm doing. But
I'd have to do that also.
He didn't do
way
that.
Worse. He took out all, right before the January break, they have like mid-season finales, and then they pick up again at the end of January, February.
Yes, they're helping you. They're helping us, Stuart.
I missed them all, and this was my chance while he's working, while everybody's away, for Melissa and the children to catch up on all of their shows, Marvel, DC, all of the Chicago shows, all of the everything shows. He unplugged it and put in a new DVR.
I feel like we should be standing out in the street with our hands and fists
screaming,
raised to the heavens, screaming, Stuart!
That might bring the snow faster, so shh. But yeah, I mean, I'm so furious with him that everything's gone. I don't even know all the things that are gone because they were movies that I had taped to watch with the kids. I was crazed. So because I don't have that bank of joy that I was waiting to weed through. Oh, and a lot of Hallmark movies, which now I'm okay with, because remember, Hanukkah movies are not just Christmas movies where you need to educate a Jew. I think I'm done with those.
But let me ask you this. You really are a Hallmark movie kind of gal? I can't, which previously was known as the Lifetime movie kind of gal. I can't watch this shit. Do you watch this stuff and love it?
I mean, if I'm knitting or doing something else at the same
time,
time,
you don't have to hate on it. I love lots.
But yes, I do.
I can't connect with it. I can't.
You say that about porn too. So both sides of the spectrum are
okay. I got it.
Not for you.
That's right.
I get you. So I'm using cable and a remote and a guide, which is something I haven't done in 100,000 years. And I come across Roadhouse.
With Patrick Swayze?
Sam Elliott, Patrick Swayze.
Sam Elliott? What's he doing in there?
Looking good.
Sometimes you eat the bar, and sometimes the bar.
Are you watching The Ranch? Do you watch The Ranch on
No.
Netflix?
Is that the one with Ashton Kutcher?
Yeah, it's really good. You should start from the beginning. This could be your holiday.
It's got that girl who I love and maybe don't always love. What's her name? It's not Belle. Her name is not a name. Anyway.
Oh, do you mean Lake Bell?
Yes, I do.
No, that's a different show altogether. She's
with somebody and they look annoying together. Is she with Dax? I've had lots of plastic surgery. Shepherd. Yes. Okay. He's no stranger. He is no stranger to the Botox.
Dax Shepard has a job with Lake Bell and is married to Kristen Bell. All the bells.
He's bells on my bells and bells and bells and.
I can't be the first person who put that.
First of all, it's the song you're supposed to sing here. Idiot is Silver Bells. I just can't even. Shepherd bells. That's what it should have been. Thank you. I'm sorry. My brain's a little slow. All right.
Everything bells today. Okay. Everything's bells.
So back to you.
Roadhouse. So I can't really change the channel when Roadhouse comes on because for some reason.
That's 100% rewatch. Yeah.
I'm in like Flynn. I don't realize that it's kind of pornographic because there's definite nudity.
You don't realize?
Well, I don't know. Patrick Swayze wears his clothes the whole time. It's just
Is there anything that he does that's not pornographic? I mean, he's standing and the camera's looking at him.
Well, it's the women who are naked, and Ethan was sitting next to me while watching this show.
Full disclosure, I've never actually seen it, so I know. Close your jaw back. You can rehinge and reconnect your jaw. I've never actually seen it, but I also can acknowledge that it. Yeah, I'll see it. I will. I'll do my homework.
Oh my God!
I've never seen it. I've never seen it.
Dear listener, write in and tell me what you think of Amy never having seen Roadhouse.
Never. I couldn't tell you the plot. I mean, I imagine it's about a bar, and he's maybe a bouncer, and that's it. I didn't know Sam Elliott was in it.
He is. He's his buddy.
Ooh, I like that Sam.
I like Sam
Elliott. I like
too.
them all.
He's like 72 now, but this is years ago. He's got the long salt and pepper hair. He looks really good. And he still sounds the same. I think
he's held up. There's no issue with age with that
one. So I watched that with Ethan, and that was a little upsetting because I'm like, are you all right?
That's what always happens. Right? That's what always happens at my mom's house. And it is just the weirdest thing because
3 generations of awkward.
Inevitably, it will be my mom and my husband alone in the room. Because we've all gotten up to go somewhere to check on the thing that's in the oven or hang on, I will have another, wait, I'll help you with that wine or whatever the thing is. They've all we were doing it all together and then we scattered and she'll either turn the channel or the thing will morph into this area where it's like, what is happening? And they both just sit there stone-faced. Like, it's worse if I move or acknowledge it.
Right.
I'll just wait till it's done.
Either.
And I'm like, stop it. And then it became the joke. And then they just start laughing like, I cannot walk. I stop it. I can't be on this planet anymore. So, and it's like a laser beam, how they've happened to find it. And it's just them. It's awful.
I think it's hilarious.
It's gross, but it's funny. It's funny gross.
Both of their cheeks are flushed. They don't want to swallow because it'll be too loud.
It's just the worst.
Did you see Michelle Wolf's stand-up special?
No, I did not.
So her content-wise, it was on point. It was great. It was fantastic. She's really hard to listen to. Her voice is so... It's trying to kill you. She's very loud and she's very abrasive vocally. But she had a great stand-up special. You should definitely see that one.
I will load it up. The other one that I absolutely know that I have to because it is created by people who I love in other things and I love their work in other things. And I'm embarrassed to admit to you, so don't yell. I haven't seen Fleabag.
I haven't seen Fleabag yet either.
It is super award-winning and great and spectacular. And I love Killing Eve. So Killing Eve, if you hadn't, that's horribly graphic and murdery, but for some reason I like it. I'm not normally in that camp. And the other one that's fun is Kaminsky Method. If you haven't seen Kaminsky Method. And of course, I love my ladies in
Grace and Frankie.
That's the one. And I think that Mrs. Maisel is already out or she's happening to us again. And okay. Well, I saved that. So I'll be watching her as well.
I watch Atypical and Miss Maisel with Stuart.
Perfect.
And they are both, that's what we save for each other kind of thing.
Perfect.
And then when we go to bed, we're like, not right now. And we just fall asleep. Or he falls asleep and makes so much noise. That was our struggle. That's what we go through. Now that I have to leave the light on to see what the fuck is going on with the guide.
Thanks, Stuart.
Thanks, Stu. He starts snoring early, so I make the TV louder. Instead of yelling at him and disrupting his sleep, I just make it louder.
Or going somewhere else with it.
And then he gets mad that the TV... first of all, his snoring wakes him up.
Oh.
And he sits up. He's like, could you lower this? It woke me. I'm like, all right, first of all, Dick, you woke you. And yes, it's loud because I have to hear the TV over you.
Didn't somebody say that they farted and woke themselves up with their own fart? That's about the same thing.
You have a friend.
That is one I've heard. Okay.
Yeah, it's a thing.
That's well remembered. All right.
It's shocking, but yeah.
Oh, Stuart. What just stop it.
Dear listener, do you have any recommendations for us and what we should be watching this season or next or what we've missed? What I'm really looking for here is probably like 7 seasons of an amazing show that I could just dive right into.
Amen. Hallelujah. Bring it. You know what? Let's do. We're going to take on another responsibility. We're going to do another job that you should be doing yourself, dear listener. We'll do it for you as yet another end of season treat for you. The bonus is that we will create a tiny post on our social community where we start the running list so that you all have it at the ready. You don't have to check the show notes. You don't have to store this one and share it and remember it and think it. We'll write our faves. And guess what? All you have to do is put it there. So can you just write your mother once in a while?
Just add to our list. We'll put it up. This is what we're watching now and ask you, what are you watching? You can put it in comments. You can post as its own post on our page.
You can share it with other people when you like it, right? And then maybe they'll come and find us and give the content to us that we've been craving you to do. Maybe they'll start doing your work. See?
And then you'll feel stupid that your friends are doing what you should have done all along.
And you'll know that if you are that stupid, at least Stuart will be your friend.
Right. And he'll potentially ruin Christmas for those you love.
Stuart.
Yeah, sorry. Just the way he ruined my DVR, but, and the neighbor. All that stuff. We love you, Stu. And we love you, dear listeners. Find us on all the socials where you will be commenting at Listen Brilliant. Write us brilliant observations at gmail.com.
That's the one.
We're all in. We want you to be all in, too. Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.